act when defending.
I think it's like.
Oh, there we go. Everything's great now. I don't know where I was there. But anyways, people deluded. I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. One love to everybody that is locked in. I hope you're doing well and safe. Good morning to those of you like myself over here in the UK. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night. I hope everyone's well and safe. I hope everyone's in good spirits. With it being Thursday, I hope you've all been aggressively attacking the week and going for your goals, hopes, aspirations, or just trying to overcome hardship. I know I have, and this probably been one of my toughest weeks, really and truly, in a hot minute, really. Like, it's really been a sluggish one, sort of thing. But we make no excuses. We look for no sympathy. You know, we keep moving, people, and I hope you lot are all doing the same thing. As I always say, hope everyone's got their health. Now, we won't be here for as long as we typically are, but it's Champions League business, isn't it, people? So we might as well talk about it. You know, Wednesday was crazy. Tuesday did throw up some shocks, you know, in the level of performance we saw from Barcelona, but Wednesday was it, you know. Obviously Ronaldo has scored, and a couple other players have done stuff, but Halle of Ajax is probably the player of the week, really and truly, you know. And obviously you've got a Konku who's grabbed the hat trick. The City game was mad. Liverpool, AC Milan was mad. You know, young boys pulled an upset up against United. So yeah, I thought, you know what, I might as well offer my opinions. Obviously, almost straight after this, people, I'm going live on YouTube at 11:30, where we'll be back discussing things to do with Arsenal and so on and so forth. So make sure you're there. Keep a mental note. Tomorrow, Friday, DG podcast early in the morning on Friday, typically around 9 UK time. So yeah, what are you lot saying, man? Morning to you, morning to everybody locked in, man. Man said, DG, sorry I won't be able to watch because I'm literally walking into college. Bro, why are you being sorry for handling your business? You know, the stream, well, it'll be, well, in fact, you're following and subscribed on Twitch, so you'll be able to see it when college is done. Obviously, those of you who aren't, make sure you're doing such. 24 hours from now, it'll be on YouTube. But don't apologize for handling your business, man. Go get your grades and set yourself up and whatnot, man. The content will always be here. I appreciate you, man. I'm good, Tino. I hope you're good as well. Shout out Escobars and shout out my dude Wilson. CeeLo, I hope you're well and safe. The man himself, keep your head up, bro. Honestly, obviously, 100%. It's easier said than done, but 100%, man. Appreciate that, the praise on the work rate. So about working smarter, not harder, but yeah, man, I appreciate that. Greetings, PMav. Barca aren't the same. Barca, what an end to a dynasty. Get your opinions in. Man are calling Barcelona the Spanish Arsenal. But hey, not gonna lie, I'm starting to look at Poch differently. He plays Ollie ball, but with superstars. I can't lie, he's looking rubby, man, because Club Brugge had a good performance yesterday. They arguably could have won. I know Messi hit the post, and Mbappe got injured, and he was good in relation to the build-up for Herrera's goal, but it's shocking, man. It's shocking, and ultimately, he must know his job's on the line. Maybe Pochettino, and again, it's early doors, you know, again, I can't really judge right now, but maybe Poch is a bit like Emery in that they perform better when they're with lesser, I don't want to say lesser talents, but you know, they ain't got the big egos and like you said, the superstar thing. Maybe he's better with that because at Spurs, he didn't have any in it. At best, it's probably Kane and probably Eriksen, really and truly. So maybe he's one of them, really and truly. But at the same time, I do think it's a cop-out from the players because them, man, they are divas, if I'm honest with you. But I don't think they lost because of any of that. They were just shit yesterday. Well, drawn, but it feels like a loss for us. I can't lie. Might have to bust out to Real Madrid. Might be bringing that Arsenal fever with me over to PSG. I can't lie, man. PSG's team is full of divas. It's a recipe for failure. Unless you're a Pep or a Zidane, or well, Pep is obviously earned his chops in management as a Zidane, but Zidane the player. I think you're already a loser. You're already in a losing battle at PSG personally, purely because, like you said, it's divas. Man are probably looking at Poch like, who are you, and all of this sort of stuff. Yeah. He's probably got luxuries in that, you know, Messi, fellow countrymen, couple Argentine brothers there, South American if they're not Argentine, there's something there. But ultimately, when you take that PSG job, your head's on the chopping block. Simple as that, man. I don't think Poch can handle egos, but we'll see. And again, obviously, they're going to need to be able to play football. They're going to need to want to play football. They're going to need to realize that they've earned nothing in football. They're owed nothing. And they're going to have to buy into what any manager is doing. Whether Poch is the one to do that, I don't know. But yeah, man. Man said Spanish Arsenal. Frankie, I hope you're well and safe. Yeah, man. Bayern Munich played a training match against Barca. Even training match, I wouldn't even say that really. Yeah, their training sessions are probably more intense. You know, Lewandowski, brace, Muller gets on the goals, gets on the goal thingy. It's atrocious, man. What I've got a question here before I get into other stuff. How you feel about Tomori? I think he's a baller, better than most of the English centre backs, but the Prem bias is real. I am not gonna sit here and cap. Yesterday weren't really a good audition for him. I think they done him dirty, crediting him with the own goal and not Trent. But yeah, man, I don't think he's as good as man make out. I think there's a hype train around him, but I do think he's a good centre half, a competent centre half, and he definitely should be in the England team ahead of Tyrone Mings or some of these talents. I do think, man, gas it. I do think going abroad isn't going to help him because look how long it took to bring Bellingham into the fold. Look how long it took for Southgate to actually bring Sancho into the fold and things like that. So it's a bit mad, man. But the Prem bias is 100% real. But yesterday, it was an atrocious audition. If I'm honest with you, not just his fault. You know, again, it was poor from all of AC Milan. Yeah, they had a little 5 minutes. They kind of hit Liverpool on the break. They kind of scared Liverpool. But you get where I'm going. And on that, I might as well offer my opinions now in relation to that 5-goal thriller at Anfield. Madness, in it. You know, I did think Trent Alexander-Arnold and the defenders for those 2 goals that Milan scored, they were at 6s and 7s consistently. But and I think it's harsh on Trent not to be given the goal, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, other than that, Liverpool were good, man. They pressed well. They kept believing in themselves. They never let their heads drop. You know, Captain Fantastic Henderson was good. Fabinho was good, in my opinion. I wasn't impressed with what I saw from Mane and Jones off the bench. I think they were extremely terrible in terms of managing out the game. I think Origi was all right, but I disagree with Klopp when he sits there and he says he can't believe there's no offers. It was tired, man. I think Liverpool's defense was having some brain farts for those goals. Obviously, you knew Mo Salah was going to score in it. He missed the penalty. I don't even think they should have been given the penalty. That's a very harsh penalty. You know, there was 2 penalties like that. I can't remember the other game in the champs. There was a next game like that where I can't lie, Benassa, you can't give him that, man. That was extremely harsh. I think they're taking a piss a bit. So you could almost say justice was restored with Salah obviously missing. Henderson scored a good goal. Poor defending from AC Milan in the build up to that goal. You know, Henderson's free on the edge of the area. Come on now. You know what you need to do again. You need to close him down. So it was terrible. Of course, there was a 5-minute passage. Obviously, Diaz and Rebic and all these guys turned up for AC Milan. Rafael was threatening here and there, but was a bit unimpressed with AC Milan, if I'm honest with you. I did think they came into the game, but I would say it was kind of one-sided. I was hearing a lot of hype. This guy's playing well, that guy's playing well. So it is what it is, man. You know, Fabinho, he's never going to get the praise. You know, them sort of players don't get the praise because it's not glamorous things they do, but fantastic player. He is fantastic addition for Liverpool. And it was a crazy game for the neutrals. You know, when you think of Liverpool, AC Milan, it's always a madness in that regards, people. It's always a mad sort of game. And it lived up to expectation. You know, you lot that was at the live stream with me yesterday, appreciate you lot. You know, first it started off as Real Madrid Inter Milan. Then I opened up a stream and I'm like, Liverpool AC Milan. And I was like, apologies, folks, we got to switch this up now. Rub out this this Inter Milan Real Madrid thing, if I'm honest with you. Because, yeah, I know they scored at the end, but you get the point, man. CeeLo has said, Tomori's good DGI. Watch AC Milan. He ain't a world beater. He had a bad game, but most times he's a good addition for them. I never said he wasn't a good addition for them. I never said he wasn't a good player. I said he deserves to be in the England team, and he is a good centre back. I do think people overrate the thing, though. I can't lie to you. Like, I do think people gas it, and I think yesterday was not a good audition for himself. You know, again, he's even lucky. There was one incident where he's almost the last man. He's trying to play out. He's trying to hold on to the ball and go forward. He's been napped for it. But yeah, man, everyone has bad games. He's a good defender, man. FO should be in the England squad in comparison to some of the dons that are there. I know people talk about his height. I don't think it's a problem because Cannavaro wasn't the tallest, but people use the height bias and a lot of things to get him. I don't think he's Southgate's cup of tea, if I'm honest. So yeah, big up yourself, B. It was the City game. So yeah, there was two stupid yellow cards. Penalties. I mean, what do you expect someone to do, man? Exposing Trent's side is the move for all teams this season. Facts. Did anyone see Guardiola begging fans to attend the game versus Southampton? So embarrassing. Empty was empty again. Yeah, I did, man. He wants people back there and things like that, and that was a mad game in itself as well, people. You know, my opinions on that game would be. Let me scroll down to my notes, folks, people. Now, obviously, that was another mad game, if you could say that. Again, Wednesday seemed to be the game. Obviously, as you know, AC Milan. We finished the AC Milan. Manchester City 6, Leipzig 3 in Nkunku hat trick, and I'm sure Arsenal fans are interested in that one. You know, 2 headers and a tap in. That lad for one of the goals, that own goal he scored was terrible. No awareness. I did think the goals City were conceding were quite terrible as well. It's like it's a mad game, but it's terrible. Obviously, Grealish scored a banger. You know, again, I don't even think Grealish scored the best goal of the night, people. If I'm honest with you, you know what a goal that was from Cancelo, and it was he set up someone. There were so many goals I can't keep up. I think it might have been Ferran Torres. That was a lovely pass. What a fantastic goal that was from Cancelo. Obviously, Mahrez scored the penalty, which I believe was as a result of I feel a soft penalty. I think it's harsh, innit? I think it's obviously a handball's a handball, innit? But I think it's harsh. Man are turning and it's hitting their hand, like they're banging it into their hand. Even saying that though, before I forget, I actually think them two penalties that we've seen with Liverpool and in the other game in the City game, I don't even think they were the harshest decisions of the Champions League game week. You know, anyone see the Porto game? We will get on to that. But I mean, come on now. Porto should have ran away with all 3 points. The man's fallen and it's hit his hands. I mean, what's going on? I mean, come on. He's not gained any advantage. He's literally been clamped. He's fell and he's hit his hand and he's put it in the back of the net. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But we'll get on to that in a second. You know, Angelino had a return to the Etihad, sorry, of to forget. Obviously, he had a red card. Obviously, like I said, Grealish and Cancelo scored bangers, and Nkunku gave a good account of himself. City's marking for a couple of them goals were terrible, if I'm completely honest with you. Obviously, Atletico Madrid and Porto drew 0-0. Octavio almost scored a banger, you know. What's his name? Oblak almost completely misread that, and it could have went in. VAR denied Porto an absolute steal of all 3 points, if I'm honest with you, unfairly. Lille versus Wolfsburg, 0-0, obviously marred by controversy as well. They had a penalty shout turned down, as rightly so it wasn't in the box. And obviously they had a goal disallowed because it went, you know, all the ball go out, did half the ball, whatever. You know, it went out and they were disallowed with that, people. So yeah, man, it was quite crazy in the Champions League this week, people. Obviously you had Club Brugge 1, PSG 1. Again, Bruges had their chances to nick the whole game. PSG, they weren't as fluid as they could be. It was terrible, really. You know, the first start from Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, no one did anything apart from Mbappe. Good play to set up Herrera, if I'm completely honest with you. And then it is in that regards, people. And then for me, the game of the week has to be Sporting 1, Ajax 5. Sporting had their own chances. Halia wants the golden boot. You know, that's a real showman for his club in the Champions League, really. You know, again, all the hype was around Messi and Ronaldo. I can't lie. Halia's probably shut them up, people. He clearly wants the golden boot. You know, again, the goal Sporting scored, I think the Ajax keeper has to do better. I think Anthony and Gravenbeck of Ajax had good games. There was the second goal, Ajax's second goal out of the 5 they scored was a typical Ajax goal for me. And I did think VAR denied Sporting a lovely header. He was offside, but again, it was quite harsh. Did the alerts and badges work, DG? What are you referring to, Tino? I mean, alerts are working. I'm not sure for badges. Cancelo was outstanding last night. Such a dynamic, creative fullback, both through dribbling and passing. Cancelo, top 3 fullbacks in the Prem, no doubt. Kevin De Bruyne has been quiet, no lie. Needs to get going for City to do something this season. To be fair, in the build up to that own goal that was conceded, where I forgot his name. It begins with an M. He got capped by France. He's a decent player. He's put the ball in the box, but you're right, man. Cancelo is cold, can play anywhere on the pitch, I reckon. With the goals they've been scoring, you still think City need a striker to win the league this season. So many players move into that box in the team. And maybe not to win the Prem because they've done it before, but there's going to come games like in the Champions League or even games, even if they win the league, where they drop points where you need a striker. You know, obviously they can deal without a striker because they got goals throughout the whole team, especially when look, fullbacks are scoring, really. Fullbacks are scoring better goals than my club strikers, if I'm honest with you. But you need a striker. Sometimes football is a difficult game. It's not always 1+1, but sometimes it's a simple game. As much as Pep is cold with the false nine and all these things, sometimes strikers just have to play as strikers. And I think that's the only way to upgrade that team, to grab a Harry Kane, to grab a Haaland, to grab a all of these sort of things. I think you need a striker. Don't discredit Ferran Torres. I think he's done well in his opportunities there. They've had Sterling there previously. They've gone with Kevin Grealish at some point, probably go through there. They've got the options, but I just think they need a striker. But they're in a position where clearly if they don't get the striker they want, whether they tried for Ronaldo, whether they tried for Kane, whether they want to go for Haaland, they're gonna not do it. So yeah, it is what it is. I do think they do though. I do think they do. Keeping it one love to everybody locked in. Please make sure you're following and subscribing. Also, 11:30 we go back over to YouTube, folks. So make sure you're paying attention to that one. Obviously, we can't not speak about Manchester and not speak about United. And again, another shocker. Young Boys 2, Manchester United 1. I can't lie to you. Young Boys outclassed them. Outclassed them. The only thing United did well is score a goal. And even that's handed to them. Ronaldo's probably paid off that keeper. Terrible from them. Yeah, the red card didn't help. Lingard's back pass. These are all things that tip the balance and stuff. But again, I don't think it's right to scapegoat Lingard, even though it did impact the game. Or Wan-Bissaka. Again, that first touch alone should have been a red, as we all said in the live stream. But United just never got going. It's too easy for me. And this is what will harm United. You can clock them. You know what to do against them. They chase shadows. If you lock down that midfield, Pogba's gonna have to drop deep. Fred's not gonna be able to do anything, and you've won half the battle. Again, at 10 men down, I can't lie. The one thing I agreed with was with taking off Ronaldo. Obviously, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, but I think he did well to stay on as long as he did. Not because he's playing poorly. It's just you're down to 10 men. You need a striker that's gonna press and work and whatnot. And Ronaldo's not that. If it's anybody else, I think they get subbed at half time. So yeah, man, you have to credit young boys. They kept believing. The second half was all them. 10 men or not, second half was all them. They deserved their goals. I thought it would have been 1-1, and obviously they messed up. United were outmatched and outclassed, and that's a classic example of you need to earn the right to play. It doesn't matter how much money one's earned, how much the other team has. If you work for one another, you can get a result. With respect to young boys, of course, they're going to be at it a bit more as well. That's the highlight of their season, probably, and it's clearly not for United. With respect, but yeah, I think terrible game management from Oli. He went to a back five and they looked even more shaky. 10 men or not, they're very toothless. I think they had 2 shots in the whole game, and they definitely didn't have any shots after going down to 10 men. People, and again, they just simply got outclassed and outmatched. And obviously, the one disappointing thing is, obviously, if United win, you're not going to say much. But if they lose, you're going to spend a lot of time about United, like I said. But you have to give credit to young boys, credit where due. They stood up to be counted. They didn't give a shit that they had Ronaldo and things like Club Brugge. Man, don't care if you got Messi and these guys. Let's turn up and make things difficult for you. Obviously, Ronaldo scored another goal. Barcelona, do you like PSG and Man United had a poor week? Again, probably the poorest out of all 3 of them, really, because they were outclassed. And I mean, Barcelona are a mess. Bayern Munich 3, Barcelona 0. Brace from Lewandowski, a goal from Muller. Outmatched, outclassed, just out everything, really and truly, if I'm honest with you. The youth players that came off the bench, only positives, I'd say, in particular that Balde guy at fullback, terrible. Again, PK looks past it. I love Busquets. Don't look like it's the same Busquets. You can't rely on him like that. Other players just look disillusioned. Certain players are just not good enough. The gaffer is smoking some serious moon rocks in Ronald Koeman. It's terrible. It's terrible, and you can't really see it getting better. Such is life. They could end up winning the Champions League like his life, but it was terrible from them, people. Again, in the Inter Milan Real Madrid game, Rodrigo scored. Camavinga coming off the bench to help make the difference as well. Another crazy game. Karim Adeyemi's price has gone up, as you lot saw. Sevilla and Salzburg, I believe, if off the top of my head, drew 1-1. Again, the refs trying to set a record for penalties. It was crazy. Adeyemi might have missed a pen, but he had a very good game. Me personally, I think he ends up at Liverpool or Bayern Munich. Small hope Arsenal are able to find 20 million quid and get their act together, really. But that was a good game. There were some good games this week still. I'm not going to sit here and cap. There were some very good games. We had Villarreal, Atalanta, our former player, our boy Coquelin got sent off. Rosens, German winger, made the difference and made it 2-2. Danjama, the former Bournemouth guy, gone to Villarreal, scored a very good goal. It's a good game, really and truly. I think the marking for both teams in the build-up to all 4 of these goals was atrocious. I mean, it's like everybody in the champs didn't want to defend properly today. So, I mean, across these 2 days. So, it's great from the neutrals with Atalanta and Villarreal. And that's probably the one saving grace for Man United, is that these 2 fucked it up and dropped points as well. With respect to young boys, we all would like it, but you can't see them going through. They'll probably lose their next game. So, United still have something to build upon. Really, really and truly. Sheriff defeated Shakhtar 2-0. Chelsea defeated Zenit St. Petersburg 1-0. Now, similar to United, I did feel Chelsea were quite toothless in front of goal, but Lukaku got them over the line. As you lot already know, Juventus won 3-0. I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights. I mean, with respect to Malmo, I ain't trying to see that. And then, obviously, lastly, you had Besiktas against Dortmund. That was a close encounter. Jude Bellingham, when you hear that name, you hear quality, lovely assist, fantastic goal, but forget all of that. Defensively and all round aspects of the game, his IQ is on another level, but everything else he does, he was defending well. Like, Besiktas started very positively. I actually feel Besiktas probably the better team, if I'm completely honest with you. They went a bit flat in the second half. Their fullbacks were aggressive and going forward. Pjanic playing lovely passes. And I feel Meunier obviously got an assist, but he was getting stressed out in the first half. And I think Bellingham did well to just pull over and help him. That's something I always talk about Arsenal's midfielders doing. Marlon was here in patches. Haaland had a stinker. I know he scored, but by his own standards, touch was baggy, was letting down the counter attack. It was quite poor, really. I did think Axel Witsel coming on made a world of difference for Borussia Dortmund, if I'm completely honest with you. So yeah, man, big up Chance for the gift of the sub as well, man. I appreciate that. So yeah, man, Besiktas did their thing, and I think they're unlucky. They deserved the goal. I mean, they were celebrating like they were winning the bloody game, but yeah, man. It is what it is, man, and that's everything I've got to say on the Champions League for this week, people. But yeah, Jack's goal was amazing. What else are you lot saying, people? I've just offered my things. There you go. No more ads. Come on, appreciate that, Tons. She's not a bro though, but come on, man, we'll be there. But get the point, man. EG, I might know someone who makes emotes for you. I mean, I've got the ones on YouTube that I can throw over here if you want. Man said we need some DG emotes. Villa Carl, we need to do that. I'll get on that still, man. Respect to the deluded Guna, appreciative of that, my guy. I must say, I feel for Donny. Ollie hates the man. To be fair with you, I did feel Donny and Jadon Sancho wasn't good on the in the game, but I did think they were done dirty by the subs, man. Things needed to happen in it, but I think Donny's it's upsetting because obviously if the red card don't happen, I don't know for Sancho, but Donny probably gets 90 minutes and can't really see where he's getting his next minutes from for United. He might get it against West Ham. I don't know. I'm Brazilian and I don't understand what you say, but I'll stay because you seem nice. Good life. Appreciate you, Anderson, man. And I mean, to be fair with you, from the sentence you've writ, that's perfect English. Obviously, listening and writing are two different things, but don't downplay yourself. But love for that, my guy, regardless, man. Appreciate that. Lost to young boys. Trust me, guys are losing to young boys and that could never be us. We're not in Europe. That's the beautiful thing about it, man. Hopefully Spurs can lose to Rennes today. Can't see it happening, but yeah, man. Raw DG5 ads you mock my thing. I'm not even pressing the ad button. That must be admins who can control that as well. So shout out to you lot, man. Make sure you're getting them ads in really, because we need this thing to go madness. Jude is top-notch, superb player. Trust me, and he plays like a veteran. What I like about Jude is nothing. His game don't rely on anything. Once you've got a brain, you're cool. Like, yeah, he's got passing range. Yeah, he's got elements of box to box and getting goals. He can obviously assist, but he could do whatever he wants in midfield. Like he don't. It's not like he relies on pace. He relies on individual brilliance and skills. He relies on strength. He's a very competent individual, man. Never broke again, FC. You lot killed me, man. Right, yeah, man, that's the Champions League. And the beautiful thing is, well, I don't know. I'm not doing no Europa League watch along. Allow me, people. I mean, Rennes versus Spurs is decent, but allow me. But in relation to other news in this footballing world, what's going on? I mean, we might as well see statistically what's going on in the world of the Champions League. Where's that Opta stats? Because there was some crazy stats. Jude Bellingham, I think he's the youngest English player to score at home and away in the Champions League. Obviously, for Jack Grealish, he scored in his first Champions League game. First Champions League game, he got his first goal and an assist. So he really has found his level. And what a way to get your first goal as well. What else have we got? Let's go on Shaq or Football and see what this one throws up. Sorry, folks. I should have patterned this all in the morning, but allow me, man. I've done a lot to get here. I'm not even eating my cinnamon buns yet. Oh shit. Sorry, folks. This is why you shouldn't be fat. Shit is dropping on the floor. Put that in the bin real quick. I should have went for jelly, man. I normally just get jelly before I come online. Yeah, man, I've had too much of these. I've been eating the cinnamon thing every day for breakfast. I'm banging it out too much, man. Probably already gonna get diabetes, so I don't know what I'm playing at. But nonetheless, sorry, people. Let me just bring up some tweets and them things there. Let's just look at some statistics. Where is Opta? There we have Opta. No, that's Opta. Where's the Opta Joe thing, man? Apparently, there was just 20. There was just there was just 110 seconds separated between AC Milan's equalizer and Diaz scoring to make it 2-1. So that's that's something that Klopp's men are gonna have to pattern up and get better at, or it's gonna get long. But yeah, man, I finally got them up here. Do you think Leicester versus Napoli will be a cracker? Hopefully. It sounds like it, really and truly. Man said DG eating buns on screen. I thought this was a. To be fair, that's funny. That's funny, but I don't do them thing there, man. It's too early, man. Credit where due, man. I got a clap for you, fam. That was a good one still. All right, big up you, man. Yeah, the Blues have Joe Bellingham too, the younger brother. He looks decent too. Trust, man. He looks on crud as well. Looks like he plays on the wings in that different position and can play centrally, but it just looks like Bellingham. Anything, whatever his mother and father are doing to have their kids, they're some magical potions. They're making footballers out there. Birmingham with the two best English ballers in Grealish and Bellingham Gray doing well too. I mean, in fact, no Birmingham slander. Them man, they got drillers, but yeah, man, Birmingham's a messed place. But yeah, but there's dirt in the beauty, I guess. If Van Dijk played, do you think Milan would have been shut out? Maybe they would have. I don't think you would have seen them 2 goals. But again, Van Dijk's been on the field when they've conceded 8 goals. Van Dijk's amazing, but he's human, isn't it? If it's a bad day, it's a bad day. If I'm honest with you. So I don't think the first goal, sorry, happens because I think he talks to Thingy a lot. He talks to Trent a lot. But yeah, man, you're from Brum. Well, you lot probably still wear boot cuts, man. From Brum, going boring. That's what it's. Well, that's the thing, innit? Going boring. I'm a burger boy, B9. You lot are different, man. You lot are different. You lot still wear boot cuts and that. But I love you, Brum lads. You Brum lads and ladesses. You're all right, man. You're all right. I got, I shouldn't be doing it. I got cousins in Brum. Right. From Brum, going boring. Can't believe it. There's a train in town once every hour. You lot's voices must be calam, bro. Tans, Villa, Tino, you lot's accents must be shit. Pardon my language. Oh, nah, you man, definitely you lot people in Brum are stuck in '06, man. You probably still got Walkmans and that, probably still using infrared and Bluetooth and all them things there. I can't lie to you lot. Oh man, let me stop, man. Let me stop because you lot might start hating on the guy for no reason. I ain't done nothing. Well, that's not what I want to read. That's boring, all them Shaka stats. You don't have a Brum accent. Bro, Peaky Blind, them man, they're probably still riding horses and that. Like, it's mad. Like, them man are mad. But anyways, let's see what some statistics are saying. Liverpool have won their opening home game in 7 of their last 8 UEFA Champions League campaigns, losing such in 2007 to Marseille. Manchester City have won 50 of their 91 Champions League games, becoming the second fastest team to 50 wins in the tournament after Real Madrid. Nkunku is the first player to score a Leipzig hat-trick in the Champions League. He's also the second player to score one against Man City in the competition after Messi. I mean, that's all right. Next to Messi and that. Haller is only the second player to score 4 goals on his UEFA Champions League debut and the first since Marco van Basten in 1992. Grealish is the first Englishman to both score and assist on his UEFA Champions League debut since Wayne Rooney in 2004. Remember that game with Rooney? Salah is now Liverpool's joint highest scorer in European/Champions League games at Anfield, with his 14th taking him with level with Steven Gerrard. What a good one there. What a good one to have there. Mahrez has 5 goals in his last 5 UEFA Champions League appearances. Herrera has 4 goals in his last 4 games in all comps for PSG. That's twice as many in his first 70. Salah failed to convert a penalty for just the second time in 19 attempts. Last time he failed to do that was 2017. In Messi's 150th appearance in the Champions League. He did a grand total of fucking nothing. So yeah, man, where's the Jude Bellingham propaganda, man? Here it is, right on time. Bellingham is now the youngest Englishman to score away from home in the Champions League. Fearless. And he's become the youngest player ever to score in consecutive Champions League games. He surpassed Kylian Mbappe. So yeah, man, they're doing their thing. So yeah, man, that's all the stats I wanted to read out. I'm not violent. You lot violate yourselves. God violated you lot, man. You lot are cool, man. You brum lads. Like Birmingham is a shithole, man. I thought London was bad. Birmingham, boring. Like I keep saying boring. I swear that's a shopping centre and that. E9. Come on, man. This Birmingham, yeah. This is what Brum's about. This is shit. Bro, let's say Birmingham tourist attractions. I can't even spell. Even like you lot. You lot just smell of weed, man. I said attractive. This is tired, man. This ain't no Birmingham. Man's not seeing this in Birmingham. This looking like London. This is tired. Looks like a condom. Look, Stonehenge and that. This ain't no bro. This is tired, bro. This is tired. Let me leave Brom alone, man. One love to you lot, man. I don't even know how you lot have internet them sides there, man. But one love, man. Let's stop, man. We're going left, man. We're going left. We're left. Trent was at fault for both goals, in my opinion. I think so as well. But I just think you look at Matip, you look at everyone, you know, Trent's not tucked in. He's not got made a straight line with his defense, but the rest are going to sleep as well. But fundamentally, I agree with you, man. The Bellingham turning into the new Ball family. Facts. DJ, I know it's Europa League, but I'm gonna watch the PSV game. Who they got? I can't lie, I don't know what going for Europa League at all. Man said, how can I ban DG? The only time I go to Birmingham is when I'm passing through on a coach. Tired just like your headphones. I don't mind that, boy. These headphones, I wrapped them from work. They were free, boy. They use here. At least I ain't getting carriages to work and whatnot. Like I said, Carl, you're tweeting that from with your beat cuts. Allow me. PSV versus Real Sociedad. That's going to be an interesting game. The only time... I already read that. DG, if you get booted offline, don't ask questions. Do you lot even have the brain capacity to do that? You lot are tired, man. Buy me some new ones, Carl. Allow me, man. What else is going on in the footballing world as well, folks? Before, obviously, as well. In all seriousness, now, people, make sure you're here at 11:30. I say here. Here is YouTube. You know, let me drop the link in again. Trust me, that man, they are doing Morse code, bro. Probably gonna send a pigeon and that. What's going on in the world of football? DG, just call on the Brum chat. Them man will be loud when Villa tuck us in. Bro, they can do all of that. It doesn't change. It doesn't change anything. Let me type it on Google. What is wrong with Birmingham? Bro, why is Birmingham so bad? Why is Birmingham dangerous? What's wrong with Birmingham? Birmingham is so bad. Google don't rate you lot's thing, man. Is Birmingham awful? Is Birmingham grim? Birmingham has been voted the country's most depressing city. Boy, boy, boy. Ah! Oh Lord have mercy. You lot need to move to London. You lot are down bad, man. Allow me with that rag market stuff. So you hit the Brum man with 6 ads. Bro, they need it, man. They need it. I know you lot are in the internet cafe. I'm sorry, man. I know you lot probably got 15 minutes left and whatnot. Pardon me. On a serious note, people, unfortunately, you know, we might as well talk about the first thing I've clicked on now. These things are happening all the time, online, in realness, in real person, all these things. But And as you lot can see, Marshall and Shaby, GMPN's investigation into online racist abuse directed at the Man United duo. Greater Manchester Police has closed its investigation into the online racist abuse of both of these two players with NFA for whoever did it. There's no further action. Apparently, officers have carried out and exhausted all lines of inquiry, and investigation has been subsequently closed. Tackling hate crime remains a priority for GMP. I'm not going to read the rest of that. It's not a priority for the police. It's not a priority for these social media companies. It's not a priority for Premier League, UEFA, all of these governing bodies. They don't give a crap about it, man. It's absolutely annoying. You know, as you lot can see here, sadly, Chris Hughton has been sacked from Nottingham Forest job. You know, they've lost 6 times in 7 games. Can't really disagree with that. Leon Goretzka has confirmed he signed a new deal at Bayern Munich. He signed until 2026, so he signed a new 5-year deal. Klopp has said Klopp has been surprised at the lack of some interest in Origi. Obviously, people don't watch football enough. He's a decent player, but boy, who knows what you lot were asking for? He said, Origi played a beautiful game. People forget how good he is. It's difficult to get into this team. In the summer transfer window, we all thought there would be a proper offer for him, but obviously people don't watch enough. He's a sensational striker, and he did really well today. All right, fair play. Bit of a mad one, but yeah, Derby close to agreeing points deduction. Derby are currently 16th with 7 points. A 9-point deduction would drop them to the championship bottom and on -2. What's going on there? Derby County are close to agreeing a points deduction with the EFL for breaching financial fair play rules. Rule 85 in the EFL regulations allows clubs to accept a reduced punishment so as to avoid the time and cost of the case being heard by governing body. So boy, Derby always in the papers for the wrong things. It's quite crazy. I know a lot of you saw this. I didn't pre it, people, but apparently in the Stoke Barnsley game, there was a serious fracas. You know, people are saying punches were flying and whatnot, people. I need to scroll exactly down to this bit where you can see it there. You know, it got heated. You know, 3 coaches received red cards. Absolute madness. Lovely scenes. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, man, that's that. There's actually nothing going on in the world of football generally, really. So yeah, boy. Brum's all good. Still loads of nice parts and a good night out on Pucker Food. I'll take your lot's word for that. Yay, Brum is amazing, bro. If you lot pay me, or if Brum City Centre wants to sponsor me, come to Birmingham. Yay. You might lose your wallet, but yay. Keep running the ads, DG, run the money up. I can't lie. I think it's one of you moderators right now because I'm not even clicking it. One love to you lot handling that one. Origi is okay. Wouldn't say sensational. Of course, Klopp is gassing it a bit, you know. Klopp's gassing it up majorly. Us Birmingham man are unserious. Can't believe how we stealing Tom Cruise's car. What the fuck? What the hell? Can't lie. Tom Cruise came to Birmingham to film Mission Impossible and man them stole his BMW. You see, there's no way, no way being there. It's like being in Brixton in 07. It's not, you know, there's just certain places don't beat, man. Origi is still living off his World Cup 2018 appearances like Hammers in 2014. To be fair to Origi, though, he has come clutch at times for Liverpool in the Champions League. I'd say, if anything, he's living off that. You know, they see, I imagine he's a cult hero with Liverpool because he's done all right. He's only 26, though. I thought he was 2 years older than that. I'd have to say it has to be either his wage demands or the fee that Liverpool was seeking, because clearly they think more of him than other people think more of him. He's a good player, deserves to play on a regular basis. He's contracted until 2022, so obvious. And he's born in April, my guy. Same age, my guy. You're a footballer. I'm here on YouTube. This is crazy. But yeah, he probably will have more offers there, and he deserves to go play football. You're 26, man. How many appearances did this guy make last season? And he has been on loan. He's been on a couple of loan spells, I'm sure, at Liverpool off the top of my head. Made 17 appearances last season, 9 in the Premier League. So again, what fee was you looking at, really and truly? 100 appearances, 19 goals, 9 assists in the Prem. It's not the best. Bundesliga, 6 goals, 2 assists in 31. In Liga, 73 appearances, 14 goals, 4 assists. For Belgium's national team, he's got 3 goals in 29. So I do think Klopp's gassing him a bit. Ugh. It's a madness. We're live. Of course, good morning from California. Alex, appreciate you. One love to you, man. Klopp's a good coach and a decent salesman too, apparently. To be fair, them Liverpool man know how to sell players, man. They know how to fleece people. When I saw Mist, I thought he was talking about the rapper. That's what. Do you know what? Brom's got some good rappers. I give you that. You got fucking Mist, got KB, you got fucking what's my name, man? Mildly Millions. You got bare them like there's bare all of that. We wanted to see Zlatan Ibrahimovic in England, but didn't yesterday, unfortunately, due to injury. Last night was amazing. Facts. There's a next one I'm forgetting. Is it Stardom? That's it. You know, the Brom lads, you know, Brom, you got some rappers. I boring. Millions is the best, though. Millions, then Mowgli, then Mist. In fact, Stardom's better than him. Dini serious. Brom fan as well. Klopp pushing Origi more than his old age at Trust. JK, he's all right. He's all right. You know, he sent for Wiley the other day. I can't lie. That was rude. That whole thing was rude, and more rude, really and truly. It was absolutely rude from him. One love to the Twitch gang. Make sure you're following, subscribing. And that man said UB40. Hey, Carl, man. When did you become a comedian? You're in top form today, man. You must be sitting with a new girl or something. I promise you, he's not this funny. He's just acting up because you're here with him, bringing out all the jokes today. What else is going on in the world of football, folks? Should we see? Well, that's Arsenal business. Actually, nothing really. What else is going on? Nah, football's a slow world, man. Messi's getting a lot of heat. You know, Messi fails to spark PSG is the headlines. Myth. So who had the biggest stinker of this people of this game? You know, you could say Messi didn't really do nothing. Haaland scored, but he didn't do nothing. Ronaldo scored, but yeah, well, I don't think it's Ronaldo, but Ronaldo, you got to throw him in there. You could throw half of these players, man. Wiley ain't been the same since he came for Drake. But you know what it is? I don't want to talk too tough for they come for me, but the external forces have been getting at him, man. They've been getting at him. They've been once you talk about certain people or send for certain people or mention a certain group, you don't do it. Don't do it. Don't speak on them. Don't speak on no. You will get rubbed out. Your socials will get clamped. Your finances will go. Messi was smelly. To be fair, he hit the post. But yeah, man, can't be talking about it. Told man Messi ain't all that. Ronaldo scored on his first game. Fair play. Again, there's got a run in it. Them man are not better than Halia. Halia's the real guy. If that was Saka now, boy. Certain man can't play. You telling me these are the goats? Goats can't play against Young Boys and Club Brugge. When were these teams founded? With respect to them, Ronaldinho would never. Thierry Henry would never. R9 would never. Myth, man. To be fair, he's played Newcastle and Young Boys, and they've handed them the goals. I'm telling you, so Alex Ferguson and Ronaldo, they're paying people, man. They're paying people because them two goals Ronaldo scored, keepers letting them in. Messi better than Ronaldo, man. None are better than Ronaldinho. I don't care how many statistics they bring up. If we was to all play a football game, Ronaldinho's washing all of them. I can't lie. You can tell from the hood, innit? Ronaldinho's a legend, man. Absolute legend. In fact, yeah, Messi came hackney as well. Ronaldo could never, so it's always Messi, man. Did I type in Ronaldinho? I don't want to make myself cry, man. What a baller, man. Best ever. I can't lie. Best ever. Football's about entertainment, about showmanship, about wow moments. I can't lie. No one's wowed this thing like Ronaldinho, man. No one. Maradona, RIP Maradona, you know, he's a certified guy as well. But again, Ronaldinho. R9 Ronaldinho. And my goal as an Arsenal fan, Thierry Henry. I don't care. Thierry Henry, I'm taking Thierry Henry over everyone. Ronaldinho and Thierry Henry and R9 over everybody. Everyone. I don't care how many goals Messi and Ronaldo scoring. They're amazing. DG, what's your wrongins number? 45. Trying to get the 13, but 45. But I'd prefer 13. I wore 3 the other day. Funny enough. Shout out to who's been following in the last few minutes. Shout out to B-Boy GP, Shakara, AB Zen. Obviously, one love to Chance for gifting a sub to the next person. Again, SK12. You got Anderson. You got Villa Carl. Come on. Hey, you know what? No Brum slander again. You lot are, you lot might be different, but don't know to you lot from Birmingham, man. I don't know if you lot can string a sentence together written, but come on. Zidane should be up there in top 5 ballers of football. Zidane's there. He's not there for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, but he's up there. He's in my top 10. He's not in my top 5. If I had to list my top 5, Thierry Henry, Ronaldinho, R9, Messi. Then you got Iniesta, Xavi, Dani Alves. You've got Ronaldo and them man there. They go without saying. Neymar's. I love Neymar. Yeah, man. Kaka as well. Zidane's there as well. But yeah, man, top 5 is too difficult, man. All I know is in my top 5, I can pick 3 of them in it. Like, well, 4 if you include Messi. As I said, Ronaldinho, Henry, Messi, and R9. Maradona, obviously, I'm not gonna sit and say I was about. I can watch as many clips and whatnot, but I wasn't seeing Maradona in his prime. I wasn't seeing Maradona at all. I'm 26 years of age, so I can pay homage to them, man. But yeah, man. And Henri, listen, I like. Oh, do you know what it is with my drillers? They had the source to it. I miss Brazil when Brazil was elite because these other nations and these other teams, they ain't got the flavor. Like Brazil had the swagger, like the dancing thing, and oh man, like it was a madness. I just remember trying to learn Portuguese, and Ronaldinho had me buying, spending my lunch money on headbands and that. Like, oh man, I remember bunking school going night town. Don't know how we did that. That was a mazza. And buying a headband and that. Why does Neymar play under 20 games a season other than when he was at Barca? I mean, he's influencer and he's got things to do out here. Maradona at Napoli is like Messi going to Brighton and winning 2 leagues. I mean, Maradona's clutch, innit? Clutch. He was clutch. But man weren't seeing him. Like how we're talking now, I wasn't like I wasn't sitting in talking about, boy, you see Maradona yesterday. Closest I got to that is Messi. I'd have to speak to some Argentine man, and where I see with Argentina, again, I don't have a basis, but it just seems like Messi might be the better player, but Maradona's held in higher regards because of what he's done and whatnot. So yeah, man, Zidane's a baller as well. Other goats, my goats, Yaya Toure, Eto'o, Didier Drogba. There's bare, man. You have to sit down and think about it. Patrick Vieira, Dennis Bergkamp, without a doubt. Scholes, Gerrard, Lamps, Rio, Sol Campbell, Speg, Rooney. Fuck off. Rooney was serious. Bro, Ronaldinho was licked, but Ronaldinho was going out, getting home at 9. He's all got a report for 11. He's licked, man. He probably don't even remember half the games he was playing. He's just a driller, man. Like, it's lit. It's lit. Even the Portugal Brazil Nike adverts were wavy. That whole Jogo Benito stuff now is dead because all these footballers are robots now. They got no passion with it. Even these ballers now, when you see them doing skills, there's no source to it. It's all robotic and that. It's not like that's their own individual style and that. They ain't got that again. Even more time, these Brazilian youths now, they don't have that again. You look at half of them, they don't have it. Like you look at Richarlison, Gab Jesus, they got skills in that. They ain't got the flavors, man. They ain't got the flavors. The flavors not quite there. They ain't. I don't know, man. They ain't got. I don't know if the hood's not in them again. Like it's not there, really and truly. George Best again, rockstar lifestyle. Would have loved to have played. I was Sunday League's George Best, man. Do you know how many games? Well, a fullback version. Do you know how many games I was licked off the Henry? But yeah, but shout to George Best, another elite one. No, but I'm just saying, I'm just painting pictures. These new Brazilians, they don't have even the techie ones. Something's missing. Like something's missing. JJ Okocha, hey, GOAT. Good reminder. GOAT. Real GOAT. I'm over 40, so Maradona was the man who got me loving football. He was the rock star of his era, came from nowhere to proper slums, exactly. And he was cool with them Italian mafia, man, and all of that sort of stuff as well. Pardon me, it's sad to see, obviously, RIP the guy, man. Baller. It'd be lovely to see all of these guys play together, like just a one-off. I don't know, 11 aside or 4 teams. You all play each other once. Everyone's in their prime in this imaginary world, and then bang, yeah, from there, man. Yeah, they might not be coming from the favelas, but Gabez is. But there's just something missing. They got all-purpose seasoning, not individual seasonings. Probably that, man. Probably that. I just think they're too robotic, these new youths. But you're right, man. That's a fantastic way of putting it. Kick ups with the odd around the world. And I just think football is too structured now. It don't really praise individuality. It's too structured and whatnot. That's maybe why you're seeing robots. You're not really seeing the individual thing. Like, off the top of my head, forget everything. Just footballers that you give them a football they joy to watch in current day. I can't lie, I'd pay money to watch Mesut Ozil. I'd say Neymar, say Pogba, Hazard when he's fit, Mahrez when he's fit. Top of my head, they're the only ones I think like, all right, cool. Like, even he's at Marseille, but Payet, you think he does some dirty stuff on the football field still? Grealish, Messi, you're right with that. Pepe, it's a bit smelly, but it's an Arsenal player. But yeah, Pepe, that one there smelly, but Pepe does like to duppy, man. But there's not too many guys that are on that again. Like for me, probably Mahrez is the first one off the top of my head. There's no one that's on that again. Like nobody wants to do them things there again. It's just robotic, and maybe it's because nowadays wingers have always scored goals in it, but it's like you can't do skills now again. You need to be an inside forward and scoring goals. And you look at the way Sterling and Mahrez have changed the way they've played. That kind of what I'm on about. No, Payet, bro. I'm watching Marseille nine times out of 10, week in, week out, to obviously see what's going on with Saliba and to a degree Guendouzi. But yeah, man. It's coached out of them. Ball retention is more important these days. And that's what annoys me, Shaz, because if you look at it now, yeah, everyone wants these street footballers. Everybody the Jadon Sancho thing is cool now. But like you said, you go back, because I've seen it with man them that got into academies that are my friends. They were told they got chip on their shoulder, and then that stuff was coached out of them, the skillers and whatnot. So I just think it's a bit ironic. It's only nowadays that people, if you look at where everyone's saying, there's a big emphasis on the cage football, the this, the that, the whole in London, the whole South London thing with Sancho and that. It's only now that's praised and whatnot. Saint Maximin, silky as well, decision making on the floor. But you're right, silky. Balassi, well, maybe not now, but Balassi, when he was all right, he had him as well. I like Kakare as a footballer. Probably needs to improve a lot physically, but good player nonetheless. So yeah, man, it is what it is. But I can't lie to you lot, people. While I've enjoyed this chat, I need to go and set up the next live stream. We've got 36 minutes. I need to go and make a thumbnail. So obviously, Twitch gang, we're gonna have to leave that one there. Make sure you're at the next one. One love for everybody that was here as well. Make sure you're following and subscribing and whatnot. And love to those of you who have done that. But yeah, man, I've got to go and set up that one so the content keeps going. But yeah, man. Obviously, on that note, make sure you're following, you're subscribing, you're doing the same on YouTube. I'm out.
There's always just that active and that defending. I think it's like.
All right, and don't forget, to all my Brum fans, I love you lot, even though you lot are a bit of a madness. But for now, I'm really out.